very real struggle of juggling two ambitious careers, wanting to start a family.
And the part about their fertility. Okay, so let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive today, looking at just one really powerful source, Michelle Obama's memoir, Becoming.
Yeah.
And our mission really is to dig into the key insights, the journey she lays out in this incredibly personal story, get beyond just the surface summary.
That's right. You shared this one with us, and we're going to kind of follow the structure she gives, right? These three phases. Becoming me, becoming us, and then becoming more. And it's definitely presented as, a story about resilience, finding yourself, empowerment. There's some really interesting stuff in there.
Absolutely. So, starting with Becoming Me, she takes us right back to Chicago's South Side.
Yeah.
And what really jumps out, I think, is how much emphasis she puts on her family foundation. Like her dad's work ethic, even with MS, or her mom encouraging them to, speak their minds.
Right, and it wasn't just abstract values, was it? It was how they lived day to day in that small bungalow. Really practical stuff. And you can see how that foundation plays out later, like when she goes from local schools to, Princeton. She's pretty candid there about imposter syndrome.
Oh, definitely. That feeling of needing to prove she belonged.
Yeah, but she also talks about finding her voice, like joining that student group, pushing for more minority faculty. It's a powerful look at navigating spaces where you feel like the other.
Finding your footing, advocating, and that whole challenge of identity and voice, it carries right on into Harvard Law. She describes the competitive pressure.
Sure.
But a key thing from that time seems to be realizing, hey, I don't actually want the big corporate law firm path long term.
Right. Understanding what didn't fit for her. That's such a crucial part of becoming anything, isn't it?
Totally. Self-assessment.
Which kind of flows naturally into the next part, Becoming Us, her life with Barack Obama.
Yeah, and this section, it's definitely not presented as some fairy tale. She's very open about the reality.
Very. Anecdotes about early dates, his idealism being, sometimes frustrating, and the very real struggle of juggling two ambitious careers, wanting to start a family.
And the part about their fertility struggles, going through IVF, that felt incredibly candid. Shows the vulnerability behind the public face.
It really does. She talks about the strain, how they really had to work at their partnership.
Like the structured date nights or even counseling.
Yeah, to stay connected with everything else going on, rising careers, eventually his political ambitions. It really grounds the immense pressure they faced even before the White House.
It does. And that balancing act, that sort of shared commitment alongside the personal stuff, it really sets up the final section, Becoming More, her time as First Lady.
Right, and this is where the scale just explodes, doesn't it? The challenges become huge. She talks about how surreal it was moving into the White House, but also the deliberate effort to keep things normal for their daughters.
Fighting to keep bedroom doors unlocked, taking them to school stuff, all while navigating the Secret Service constantly.
That contrast is stark. The historic role versus the everyday parenting, trying to hold on to yourself.
Yeah, and she details her initiatives like Let's Move or supporting military families, but frames it through using her platform authentically.
And she doesn't shy away from the challenges either. The intense scrutiny, the stereotypes she faced.
Right, the constant need to manage her own narrative while trying to actually get work done. She mentions moments of frustration.
But also her strategy, like focusing on the mission, connecting with regular people to stay grounded.
And what's really interesting is how she connects it all back, the resilience from the South Side, the self-discovery from college, how that informed navigating the White House.
Exactly. The core message isn't really about arriving somewhere. It's about the process itself being ongoing.
Embracing the journey, pushing through obstacles, internal, external, and just continuously evolving. That thread runs through all three parts.
Becoming me, becoming us, becoming more. You see, it's not some neat linear path.
Not at all. It's about integrating everything, the personal, the public, the good, the tough, into who you are becoming.
Precisely. It's a strong reminder that becoming is never really finished.
So thinking about all the insights she shares here on identity, family, partnership, leadership, we'll leave you with this to maybe reflect on. What does your own becoming journey look like right now?
Yeah.
And what does becoming more mean to you personally at this point in your life?
Grab Becoming by Michelle Obama now, on sale for $12.95. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now, today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.